We'll get into that in a second. We do have Mansoor Delane on the line. Let's head out to the hotline and welcome in Chiefs rookie corner, Mansoor Delane. Hey, it's great to have you back on the show. We talked to you right there in Pittsburgh after the draft, and you were way too nice to us because I think during the whole interview, I said your name wrong the entire time. I think I kept calling you Mansoor Delane. So apologies now, and I appreciate you not embarrassing me, I guess, in the middle of the interview.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It happens a lot.
I was going to say, how often does that happen for you in your college days, or now that you're a pro?
Yeah, people just call me, Coach OVC, Coach Merritt. He called me D sometimes. He called me, and Coach Bass called me Soar. So, I know it's pronounced with spelled with an A. So, it's people probably say Mansoor, but it's kind of almost like it's pronounced with spelled with an O, like Mansoor. So,
admittedly, we've had a couple over the years, Mansoor. So you're not gonna say that it was actually pronounced the other way a few years from now, right? We've run into a couple where people don't correct us for a while.
Yeah. Y'all good. It's Mansoor.
Have things settled down for you? We were talking on draft night. I'm sure your mind was racing. You were excited. You were emotional. You were trying to figure out I'm sure just how do I get to Kansas City and everything. Have things settled down?
Not for sure. It's really the people that made it a lot easier on me. Just welcome me in, and they're really just trying to, get settled, understand the playbook. Build this chemistry with my teammates, and that's the main thing to me.
When you look at, I guess, what it was like to first get with Spags, first get with, like you mentioned, Dave Merritt, some of these guys, what was that feeling like, I guess, from a comfortable standpoint? Did you get to know those guys pretty well? Do you feel like this is going to be the kind of fit you were hoping for in Kansas City?
For sure. The biggest thing I can say is, I just really see the people here, they love football. They about football, they about the ball, and at the same time, they're about this business. So like I said, it's a family feel, but at the same time, you come into the facility, you come into these meeting rooms, and it's a standard, to take care of business and know your assignment, know your 111. So that's just kind of the mentality I've got since I've got here.
You've been in high level football for a long time. Is there any part of you that still gets starstruck? You stand on the field and you see Mahomes, you see Travis Kelce, guys you've probably been watching a long time. Is there part of that happens to you?
Not really. I just say more so just appreciation, to be in the same room, same team as people who would go down in the books as one of the best to do it. So really just the appreciation to be on the same field. But like I said, I look at them as, my teammates, my brothers, people I can learn from. So I just take it like that.
We're talking to Mansoor Delane here on 96.5 The Fan. Drew Tranquil spoke to the media yesterday, and he was kind of talking about, hey, a lot of you young guys that are there for OTAs, are willing to kind of learn the ropes, but also you're not coming in as, I'm the first round draft pick and I'm already got my spot. What's the conversations been like with him and feeling like you kind of have to earn, I guess, a little bit of the respect from those vets?
No, for sure. That's like the main thing I'm trying to do right now. Just, be humble and at the same time know my place, but then also understand at the same time, I'm here for a reason. So being confident in myself and just trying to earn the trust of the guys around me and the coaches by, doing my 111th and, being accountable and, knowing my responsibility. So that's my main focus right now.
Is there anything that is, I guess, I don't know, surprised you overall about just the OTAs and maybe learn the playbook a little bit? But is there something that, even if it's non-football related, coming to Kansas City that you weren't expecting, whether it's a positive thing or something that has maybe even been more challenging?
It's been good. I say it's a lot of running. Probably somebody could have warned me a little bit about that. But nah, it just, like I said, it's a very well-conditioned team. And obviously I can see why people are so ready for the season because, like I said, we come in here, we handle our business, and it's definitely not easy. So, really just a lot of more running than I thought.
Has anybody warned you about St. Joe yet? It's going to be
let us be the first.
You played that at LSU, but the dorm room and the humidity. I'll warn you if nobody else has.
Nah, for sure. I've definitely got my fair share of warnings. But I wouldn't even be surprised now. Really just trying to prepare as best as I can. To be ready for those circumstances and those climates and environments.
Have you had a chance to explore the city at all? What have you seen around Kansas City so far? What do you make of the place itself?
I haven't had too much time, I just try to really focus on, understanding like plays. Like I said, just getting in facility. I stay in the facility a lot. That's probably where I be most of my day, and then after that, it's like I said, getting my legs back ready to do it all over again next week. So I had a little bit of chance to just step out and really just been to some different restaurants. But like I said, everywhere I go, the people are super welcoming. Obviously there's a lot of great supporters and fans out here that have recognized me and whatnot. But like I said, it just feels like a lot of people around here care about the Chiefs, and that means a lot.
When you look at, I guess, what's next for you, like obviously this early part, I think the way Patrick put it with EB, he said, oh, he's not turned it all the way up a notch. Do you get a sense of like, so far it's just like get your feet wet and then it gets tougher as time goes on? I guess, what do you expect for the next round of this when you guys do something again in a couple weeks?
I feel like, we definitely, on defensive side, I feel like we turn it up a notch for sure. Like as right now, I think it's just kind of an expectation. We kind of are getting everything right now. So, when the season comes and whenever the time being, everything kind of trickles down and it gets easier on the mind. But right now, I think, we kind of are getting thrown everything as far as installs and, play calls and situations. So we're just trying to be ready for everything.
All right, this one is a very random question, somewhat football-oriented. The text line has been asking us to bring this to your attention. My co-host Cody did a QB cadence on the show a couple months ago. I need you to grade the cadence and tell me where this one stacks up among the great quarterbacks you've gone up against.
Yeah, that's at the bottom for sure.
Damn. That's what I was hoping you were going to say. I didn't want you to prop him up too much. That would not have been good.
It's the opposite. He tore me down.
Yeah, that's fair.
It got potential, though. It got potential.
Okay. Hey,
I'll take it.
I'll take it. That was nice at the end. All right. Hey, Mansoor, appreciate the time, man. I'm sure we'll see you up in St. Joe here in about a month and a half or so.
Thank you. It was great talking to y'all.